We're here at ISPO, and we're here to talk about all the improvements Karakoram is making for next year. This year, our overall theme was to make everything lighter without sacrificing performance, without compromise. We got our new Prime-X binding for next year. We took our existing Prime-X and we made it much lighter weight, and basically we did everything we could to it to improve the binding without giving up any of the performance or ease of use advantages that we've built up over the years. So on this new Prime-X, we've got aluminum hardware on the sides here. That's a way to shave weight. Bryce went through with Tyler and they just thought of every creative, innovative way they could go to save weight and make the bindings better. Aluminum hardware, you can see that here on the bottom as well. Hollow pins on the toe attachment, the toe catch, as well as the pins inside the heel stay, all hollowed out, cored out, just as light as possible. We got this overall binding weight down to 585 grams that I'm holding in my hand right now. It's really, really light, but also very, very responsive. Something that's really important to us is a full-length sidewall that gives you a lot more support both when you're riding and when you're touring. The Prime-X takes that one step further with asymmetric full sidewalls. So you still get the full support from toe to heel, but on the inside you get a little bit more range of motion, so you can drive into your turns while you're in ride mode, really feel kind of more of a surfy kind of feel while you're riding. But you get the high sidewall on the outside of your foot, which is great support for touring. So you've got a high sidewall on the right, you've got flex lock supporting you from the inside, and altogether you've got a really, really well touring binding that's extremely lightweight. We replaced the sleeves of our individually sleeved tour axles with aluminum on the part that doesn't need wear protection, and then we have stainless steel on the critical components here. So still really long lasting, still very efficient and smooth. So new to our line this year is the Prime Nomad. The Prime Nomad is replacing the Prime SL. This is kind of our flagship binding, kind of our bar setting binding for alpine backcountry performance. It's all the features that an advanced alpine splitboarder is going to need to have a really successful long tour in the backcountry at a more competitive price point. This is kind of, you can think of the Prime Nomad as the Prime-X, and the Prime Connect had a baby. It's got easy adjustment on the side. This is a very, very responsive binding with a stiff flex toe to heel, but you have some good range of motion and kind of a more spring-loaded feel going tail to nose. So you have good range of motion for riding. It feels really intuitive and comfortable, but very, very responsive when you're going edge to edge and you really want to drive into a turn. Also new on this binding, the reactive High-Back, another way to save weight. So between the Reactive High-Back, the new X chassis, and the AirPod strap, this binding is about 60 grams lighter than the Prime SL, while being stiffer and offering more response with the stiffer high-back and new strap. So again, it's lighter weight and also more responsive for the same price point as the Prime SL.